Welcome back, Bullionaires. I've been looking back at my purchases and identified some patterns, and today I want to discuss my evolution of silver and gold stacking. Welcome back to the Rural Stacker channel. Thanks for stopping in, neighbor. I'm pretty new to the stacking community. I started about a year and a half ago, but took a step away there in between, and really only been actively stacking for the past 2 months. But I was thinking about how I have evolved, what I'm currently buying compared to what I started out buying, and I seem to go through phases. Ultimately, it still is stacking, but it feels just a little bit different picking up a higher premium piece that you like versus buying, generic buffaloes or 90%. And I first got into looking to get as much weight as I could, fear of missing out, FOMO hitting in there. You need silver and you need it yesterday. So I picked up a bunch of 90% and generic buffalo rounds. I was focused on the most weight for the least amount of money. I was trying to hit a weight goal and a specific coin goal. That was the driving factor at the beginning. I wanted some buffaloes, gold buffalo ounces. I wanted some silver, so I got a bunch of 90% and generic buffalo rounds. That was the main focus, but after I hit those goals, I kind of started to expand and branch out. I went into what I call my discount bargain buying phase, and I was paying a little bit more than spot for items that usually held a higher premium, but they were on sale. Heck, anything I saw that was on sale, I was trying to pick it up. And I was only buying deals for a while. It didn't matter, the design or where it came from. I just wanted a good price on some shiny silver and gold. And I still find myself looking for those deals. So maybe it isn't a phase, just common sense. I don't always follow that. Common sense isn't so common, as the saying goes. The next phase that I can categorize for me was a phase where I was buying things that fit my interests. This includes buffalo bars, different kind of things like the American flag designs. I like those. The Vortex bars, kind of got them at a good deal. And I keep coming back to this as I found some more cool designs that I think I need to have. All right, it's a bit of an exaggeration, but a strong want is more accurate, I would say. And I'm going to kind of shift back into that as I move forward here. But the last few purchases I bought, I found myself buying what I will call artistic bars. Bars that I picked up specifically because I thought that they were just fantastic to look at. They'll be what I call is my deep stack. I don't know that I have a deep stack per se, but I do know that the bars that I bought for this reason, they're going to be one of the last ones to go. These bars, I definitely paid a premium on, although to be fair with the price of silver lately, I've still made money even if I were to sell them. I'm not going to, but I'd like to see that they've appreciated enough that, the premiums didn't really matter. For me, paying premiums on precious metals that make you feel something deep down inside, I think is justified. What do you think? Does your plan allow you for paying for premium silver, or do you only stack for weight? I started off going just for weight, and ultimately I still am increasing my stack, but the things that I'm adding lately aren't just generic silver. With the price of silver lately, though, I might be turning back into those trusty old generic buffalo rounds. It's kind of hard to beat that. 90% also an option, depending on how you feel about that. I'm kind of sticking away from it for right now, but you can get some sweet deals on that, which helps the wallet there in the long run. So, being new to the community and new to stacking, I was wondering if it's normal to go through phases like this. Do they last for you guys periods of time, years maybe, for those of you that have been stacking around for a while? Mine seem to last over a couple purchases, so I think for me it's periods of time. They're just not just one-off purchases that I'm going like only specific for weight or artistic. It seems to carry over for a couple couple weeks, and then I switch over to some other style. I would call it a style of investing in precious metals. I can't say the last time I looked at generic Buffalo rounds, but that's why I think it's fair to call it a phase or a style. But let me know down below. Do you have a style, specific way that you're stacking? Has it changed? Does it normally change? How long do they last for you? Or are you just specifically one type of person, and all those styles just match into I'm collecting and gaining weight in my stack? So yeah, curious on what your thoughts are. Thanks for sticking around. Have a great day. Until next time, keep on stacking and have a great day. Please like and subscribe and share this video out to somebody who might find it interesting. I appreciate you.